All right, welcome to episode 3, guys. We're gonna get started. Here we go. Criteria here. How much notice do you need before your guest arrives? If someone books my place, am I able to host them? If they reserve today, can they stay today? I can, so I'm gonna hit same day. Guests can book before what time? Until what time can guests book your place? For me, I find that it's better if by 10 p.m. they book. So if anybody decides to book before 10 p.m., that's fine. But after that, that's too late for my taste. For you, it might be a little bit later, it might be a little bit earlier. I used to have my cutoff at the next day at midnight. So technically guests could always book after midnight anyway. But here, if I choose 10 p.m., the guests cannot book my place any later than 10 p.m. So if it's 9:59, a guest can book. At 10 p.m., no guest can book, so I will not have a guest that night. But if I had it until midnight, they could arrive at midnight that day. Tip, letting guests book the same day reservation can help you get guests who book last-minute trips. When can guests check in? This is actually really important. This is a mistake I made in my first listing. Put a check-in time, stick to it. Whatever fits your schedule, use it. So for me, it's simple. Check-in is going to be at 3, and they have until 10. So I'm just going to go up here. I'm going to change that until 9, and then they have until 10 to check in. So I need my guests to arrive at my house between 3 and 10. How far in advance can your guests book? For this one, what we're going to do is you can set different time. So you can do 3 months in advance, 6 months, 9 months, a year, and the dates are unavailable by default. What I recommend in the beginning is if your listing's not fully set up yet, I'd say make your dates unavailable and then you can still work on your listing while it's live. But usually what I have going is 3 months in advance so that if there are any festivals or any busy dates coming up, I can get those at a good price in advance. I've had my calendar set at a year in advance before, and I've had guests swipe big festival weekends for dirt cheap where I could have earned at least like 6, 7, probably 8 times as much as what I was charging then. So I recommend that you only use 3 months in the beginning once you are set up, and when you're comfortable, maybe bump to 6 months. And in the very, very beginning, just put your calendar as default for now, so you're not going to have an accidental booking. So I'm going to put my dates as default, and I go to next. How long can a guest stay? For me, 1 night's fine. How long do I want guests to stay? For me, in my apartment, I'm going to say there's no real limit, so I'm not going to put a limit on how many days somebody can stay. Obviously, it's nicer if somebody stays longer, but this is kind of more personal to you on how long you want people to stay in your home. So let's say if you're only going away for a weekend, well, the max stay would be 2 nights, right? And the minimum stay would be 2 nights because you don't want to have 2 different groups going in there. You just want one set, right? But let's say you have a more vacation spot, you could probably make your minimum like a 5-day, attracting like different guests, right? In the beginning, I suggest you do 1 night minimum. Once you start getting more traction, you can go into a 2-night minimum. And the 1 night is just to attract more guests more early so you can get those initial reviews. So we'll go to the next step. Do you want to sync your Airbnb calendar with any other devices, any other calendars? You can totally do this. I haven't. I like keeping my stuff separate, but you can add whatever devices you're using here. The next step. This is the calendar itself. As you can see, the calendar is fully blocked. Today we're the 23rd, and it's not available. But if I want to make it available, I just hit unblock this month, and it becomes available. And then if you look at the future months, let's say April, it's all blocked here with all these block dates. Yeah. And that's what I want because my listing's not ready yet. But let's say you're ready to go, hit unblock the month, then you can start earning bookings. Next, price adapt on demand. This is smart pricing. They recommend it. I don't recommend it. I think you do get more points for it if it is active. I think in the beginning, maybe avoid it. Don't use it. Price is fixed. I think that's a better option for you right now. I think what you should do is, depending on what kind of project you're looking to do, have a smart pricing tool that's not Airbnb specific. So a couple that I've used is Price Labs. They're really good, and Beyond Pricing. Here, smart pricing, the Airbnb tool, is just garbage. Don't use it. So we'll go to fixed price. You do have to pick one. Next, they're going to ask you how much you want to charge. This also depends on what you're offering, what your minimum price is, how much money you're looking to make. Here we'll go with the tip. It's $97. It's fine. It's not that bad. I'm going to punch that in. The currency is going to be in Canadian. They're still trying to get me to set up smart pricing. We're not going to do it. I'm going to go to next. Something special for your guests. So here, offer 20 off your first guests. It's a good way to get your first booking. First 3 guests who book your place will get 20% off their first day. The special offer can attract new guests and help you get 3 reviews you need for a star rating. So you do need 3 reviews to get a star rating. It's recommended. If it fits within your budget, go for it. I probably don't recommend it because you are looking to make money here. So I'd say don't add the special offer. If you're not getting the bookings that you need, then you can start tweaking your price, but at least give it a shot. The price that you have, your place might be worth more than you think. Here you can offer discounts. They offer tips for weekly discounts. 20% off for a week is kind of big. 49% off for the month, that's also really big. Depends on what types of listing you have. Again, like, are you looking for people to stay for a week or a month? If not, don't bother with these. If you do prefer people that stay longer, offer a discount. Check your math. Make sure that it fits within your monetary goals. Like here, I'll put 10% for a week, $615 a week. And then here, I'll put 20%. That's $2,300 a month. I'm okay with that. But look at the tips. They're pretty crazy. Remember, you're in this to make some money, so don't be dishing it away with discounts. Go to the next step. Make sure you look at your local laws and your taxes. So here they don't give you any real information. All they're doing is they want to make sure that you're up to date with your local laws, and they also want to make sure that you understand Airbnb's non-description policy. Other than that, they're just telling you that you are responsible for finishing this listing, and you will be. So hit finished. All right. If you look here, it says this is it. You're almost done. Once you publish your listing, guests will be able to book your place, and you can start earning with Airbnb. You'll be able to edit your listing, price, and settings anytime. Here they give you a few more things that you know about. So host with peace of mind with the host guarantee. Welcome trusted guests. Let us handle payments. Get support when you need it. You can preview your listing if you want to have a look at what it looks like before it goes live. I'm happy with what it looks like. I'm going to publish my listing, and we're going to go have a look. So my listing's published. It's done. If I'd like help hosting my space, I can get a friend to help me out. That would be a co-host. We can make another episode on that later. For now, we're going to skip it. We're going to see where this brings us next. So here I clicked on my listings, and you can see my cozy 2-bedroom with parking is up. I'm going to click on that. So here's the listing that we just created. Everything that we put in, everything is here. These are all additional information that you should add on your own. Right now, the goal of the episode was to show you where and how to create a listing fairly quickly. All the info is here. The address that I used is here. It's not my place, so don't worry about it. You have a guidebook here that you can fill out. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we can do on here that I'm going to push to another video. And now we're just going to preview the listing, have a look at what it looks like. All right, so this is how guests are going to see my listing. If you have a look, here's the main picture that I put in there. My title, cozy 2-bedroom with parking downtown. The price that I set. It also shows what city it's in, 4 guests, 2 bedrooms, 2 beds, 1 bath. The description I put in, a beautiful 2-bedroom apartment in Ottawa, perfect for groups. And all the amenities that I added, they're all here. The sleeping arrangement, my house rules, my cancellation policy. It's set to flexible. I'm going to show you guys how to change that in another video. Just hit edit and you'll be able to switch it up. And it says that I don't have any reviews right now, but on my profile, it does say that I have 256 reviews. So obviously there's no reviews for this listing, but as a host, I can be trusted because I have this much experience hosted and I am verified. So that's the listing. This is how to create a listing, and it's really easy. Now, there's more details to it, but if you just want to get up and running, this is how you set up a listing. So before you guys go, I'd really appreciate if you are going to create a listing, use my referral code. It's up here in the browser. It's airbnb.ca/r/AndrewB50. I'm going to put a link in the description below as well. If you click on that link, this is where it's going to bring you. Andrew invites you to share your space. It's the same process. Just go through it. I do receive some trip money if you do it. So it's a nice way to support the channel. Thanks again. And remember, keep hosting.